So I ain't half the scheme. Raw diamonds on my team. Raw diamonds on lean. I took out just like a rocket. I'm gone. Elijah Hakeem.
This is like the first.
What's up, YouTube? It's Elijah Dream, and once again, we're back with another video. So today, I just want to bring a couple gameplays to you guys. I haven't really posted all week, but I did stream last night. It was actually a pretty good stream. I think we averaged about 20 viewers, so it was pretty good. I might stream again this weekend. I'm thinking tomorrow. I'm gonna try it with the Ethernet connection, as I was saying last night, because I hate not being able to shoot. The latency or the lag when I stream, I can't stand it. It messes up my shot, and I can't get the timing right. That kind of stuff like that. But anyways, I got two gameplays here, and I'm doing something you don't see very often. 2 L's. I just want to show you guys the kind of L's that I take. It kind of sucks because we definitely should have and could have won this game, but that's alright. But I wanted to show how deadly this Alpha Dog badge really is, because one of my teammates, I'm running with 2 IRLs again, he's cold for pretty much the whole game. So I got +5 boosts to like my shooting, rebounding. I'm not exactly sure what else. They just briefly mentioned on Twitter. For sure there was rebounding and shooting. I'm assuming you get +5 in almost every category, so that'll be like dunking and all that kind of stuff like that. So it makes your guy a lot better, and they said it's supposed to pick up the gap between, because of your teammate's cold, and usually you don't do anything when you're cold. You might hit a shot and get uncold, but you're more than likely gonna miss when you're cold. So you got to get a good layup or a dunk, get that coldness off of you, and then brings your guy back down a little bit. So he really pretty much does put like a 94, I guess, because I am a 93. But then, if you also have boosts on that, on top of your Alpha Dog, it helps out even that much more. One of the clips in here, I shoot a pretty deep 3, and I didn't have a good release. And I don't know why, but I just didn't have a good release. But so I thought for sure I was going to miss it. No doubt about it, I was going to miss. But I had takeover on, so that's another little boost. I don't think I get... Yeah, 3's not boosted in that, but you're hot, so... You know, you got to shoot it when you're hot, right? And we really needed the bucket. And I had a bad release, but it doesn't matter. It still goes in. And it's tons of fun. Alpha Dog is definitely something you guys will want to get. It's a lot harder for the guards because... It makes sense, right? You have to lead your team in every single category, so it's going to be hard for guards to get blocks and rebounds, especially if you're a point guard and you're a small point guard. That is going to be an unbelievably tough badge to get. They say you can get it through Pro-Am and Park, but I have never led the team in every single category, Pro-Am or Park. Up there. I think that's the thing. You got to have like all AIs or something on your team, and then run with a point. Like if you're the point guard, you got to have all AIs or something like that to be able to go beast mode and get all the rebounds, get blocks like that. So it is very challenging for point guards to get it. Shooting guards, if you're like 6'6", you get a lot of rebounds. You're gonna get a lot of everything, a lot of steals, blocks. Definitely helps. Because I was playing with my 6'6" slasher on my stream last night, and I got a pretty good blocks. I had a couple of good blocks on some people. You do snag some rebounds because you are very athletic. But that wingspan definitely makes a huge difference. Even on my post score, I have noticed so many times where I think I timed square perfectly in time for a passing lane pass. Like, you're obviously going to throw that, and I tap square. My guy does an animation where he just like swipes at the ball, but he's always a couple inches short or something, just like that. So I think if I did max out my wingspan on this build, then I'd be getting a lot more steals and that kind of stuff. The shooting doesn't make a huge difference. I think it's like a 3-point difference or something like that. I think you max out at 65, and I max out at a 68, I believe, with the default. So really not that big of a difference, but it will make somewhat of a difference. And I'm hoping in the shot creating takeover that it does boost my 3-pointer. I'm really hoping it does. That would be absolutely amazing. And then you're also getting that difficult shots boosted even more. So you're going to be hitting some crazy shots in that dual takeover, and I can't wait to get there. I've been lacking on my grind because I have been playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I completed the main story. I believe I'm in the epilogue now, so that's like after the main story. It's a very fun game. I actually didn't watch any of the cutscenes except for the last little bit, and maybe a couple here and there, just because I wanted to play the game. It's such a fun game, and I heard it was 65 hours long, a gameplay and stuff like that, so I was like, well, I just want to get through it. before Red Dead Online comes out, and I'm really hoping Red Dead Online comes out. I was hoping today, but maybe next week, maybe by Christmas, something like that, because then lots of people have the game. But I guess they're just taking their time to perfect it. So I mean, I don't know. You just gotta be patient. It's gonna be worth the wait, though. I can't wait. It's gonna be lots of fun. I'll definitely do some streaming on Red Dead because you don't have to worry about timing or nothing like that, really. So it's gonna be good. We could have some really fun streams of Red Dead Redemption. We could get a bunch of subs, join up, stuff like that. It'll be lots of fun, and you guys can meet some of my IRL friends and play with them, interact with them. They're really funny guys, and they like to have a good time. And we all like Red Dead Redemption. It's an unbelievable game. I'd highly recommend getting it if you don't have it already. And it's Christmas is within a month away. Perfect thing to ask for Christmas from your parents, grandparents, doesn't matter who, boyfriend, girlfriend. Red Dead Redemption, great Christmas gift. Be a Christmas noob. No, I'm just kidding, but legit though. Red Dead Redemption, definitely worth a cop. It's amazing. There's a nice little clip that I found on the internet. I was trying to find another like Super Saiyan clip, and of course I found this kid just going crazy in the mirror. Like, whoever thinks that's a good idea to do that kind of stuff in the mirror and record yourself doing it. Like, whatever, do it in your own time. You can do whatever you want in your own time, but stuff like that, who thinks it's a good idea to record that kind of stuff like that? Like, I don't understand that at all. But whatever, I mean, you're that age, you're a teenager, you don't really care, and you don't really think, and then you don't really realize that the internet's forever, and that this clip's gonna be on the internet forever. So, RIP to that guy, because that is a pretty embarrassing clip if somebody would put that up. And that's the 3-point I was talking about right there. That was fairly deep, and I messed up the release, but it doesn't matter. Dewey's still cold. I got takeover. Everything's boosted a bit. I got that +5 boost in my shooting. I definitely noticed the rebounding was a lot better too. Yeah, even if you just boost your rebounding, it makes a huge difference on this build. Being 6'11", I know some people are pretty skeptical about that, but I'm very glad I went 6'11".
I saw that.
I had an absolutely nasty clip last night that I did on stream. If you don't follow me on Twitter, go ahead and do that. You can DM me anytime you want. I'll respond, and you can ask me anything. I'll follow you back. I follow back pretty much everybody in the 2K community. But check out the last clip that I posted on Twitter there, because I did the craziest move I've ever done. I got the ball inbounded to me, did behind the back, and then 2 crossover, and then 2 guys were closing in on me. I spun in between them, and he was going up for the dunk. I don't know why, but I just kind of panicked, I guess, and then I double clutched, and he did like a one-handed windmill jelly, and he made it. And my reaction is probably better than the actual clip, because I couldn't believe it. You guys really got to go check out that clip. I think I might send it into like Shakedown 2012. I tweeted. I don't think he takes tweet submissions, so I gotta upload it. But I did tweet him one of my other clips with Jamal Crawford. It was amazing as well. I did a couple crossovers behind the backstop, and then that one where he kind of like puts it over his head, fakes, throws it, but then he put it between his legs and had a wide open layup. I've never seen that animation before, and I couldn't believe it. I was just like, are you serious? I actually just did that right now? That was unbelievable. That was so sick. And I didn't even really mean to do it. Like, Jamal Crawford just automatically did it, and I was like, all right, I'll take that. That was amazing. Okay, I'm okay with this. Oh, I love Blacktop. It's not called Blacktop anymore, but Triple Threat Online. It is very fun in my team. I got another video idea for it where I can incorporate my career in my team. You'll probably figure it out, but I mean, I haven't seen anybody else do a video on this, so I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do, but I'm sure it's very obvious if you read between the lines, because there is a connection between my career and my team that you can do, and I want to see how something works out with it. So I think it'll be very interesting, because
he's gonna put. Yep, that's
I don't know. You'll see. I might record it this weekend. If not, I'm gonna record it next week. I do have another idea for a build video. Actually, it's gonna be an interesting one. Also, haven't seen anybody do this. I've just seen people do it with like jump shots. So it's gonna be a nice build video. But right there, we should have won that game. I was very surprised Jib got blocked there. I don't know how he got blocked, but it was all good. It happens, and so we should have won the game because we were up 19-16. And we had 2 opportunities to let them not score.
No way, too deep.
And how
mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Yes, very much. This is the perfect clip for it. That's exactly how I felt. I want to throw my controller. I've never done that. I've never broken a controller. For the 3 years that I've had my PS4, I think it's been 3 years, I've never broken a controller. I have the same 2 controllers. The one that it came with and the one that I bought with it.
He was 1%.
It's just awesome. And then anyway, I got the next gameplay coming up next. It's another L, but I got Alpha Dog with it again for a little bit, and I don't miss a shot. And it was back-to-back gameplays, so I was like, alright, I'm just gonna throw this up. I'll throw up the back-to-back gameplays. Just to show you, and I threw in the little piece in between just to show you guys that I'm not joking. Because sometimes you see some YouTubers gas themselves up, like, especially some of the My Team guys, they'll be like, oh, first pack, blah, 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 pulled Pink Diamond Magic Johnson, Like, no you didn't. You probably didn't. I've maybe done that one time. I'm not clickbaited like that, but I mean one time where I actually opened one pack and I got like a really good player and I was like, what? What just happened? Like, that's insane. And then I think I might have tweeted about it, but if you see like people constantly saying that they pulled on first pack and stuff like that, they're clearly lying, because I have opened so many packs this year, and the best thing I've gotten so far is a Diamond Klay Thompson, and then the next best thing is like Amethyst LeBron James, because he was selling for like 20K or something like that. Like, my pack odds have been terrible this year. It was pretty good last year. I had some pretty nice pulls last year. But at the end of the year, the odds seemed pretty juiced. Like, you were getting a diamond player like every box at least, pretty much. If you didn't, like, you got ripped off big time. But we played some competition these last 2 games anyway, so I also want to show you guys that like we can play against comp. And even on the stream last night, we played against elite 2s and 3s, and I can't remember exactly what archetypes they were, but on the opponent's strength, I got 5,000 off of that alone for beating them. Like, that's nuts. So I got 9 grand off that total for anybody watching the stream. They would have seen that last night, but like, those elites weren't very good. They just kept running behind each other, trying to set screens for the shooters. I'm pretty sure they might have been all shooters. But we had a couple matches against people like that. We had 3 pure sharps, or I think it was 2 pure stretches and a pure sharp. We beat them once. They came back around. We beat them again. And I was using my slasher, and we had a rebounding athletic or athletic rebounding. Can't remember which way. And then we had 1 pure sharp, and we beat them both times. If you can't win with 3 sharps on the floor and 2 stretches, and we have 1 sharp on the floor with 2 insides, that's awful. That is absolutely terrible. You're doing the most cheese lineup pretty much you can do, maybe minus a glass cleaner. I think if they would have had a glass cleaner, it would have been if they had 2 sharps and a glass cleaner, that team probably would have beat us. Yes, but since we did have a rebounder, we were able to clean up all their bricks. I held my guy to 1 of 7 shooting. He kept shooting the worst shots I've ever seen in my life. But even then, in that last game where that guy hit a fading away half-court shot to win the game, that's why I don't like stretches. Like, if you've watched my videos, you know that I really don't like stretches. Just because of that garbage that they hit. They just get bailed out with bull like that. Like, what was I supposed to do in that last shot? I got screened, and then he did a fading away half-court shot. Like, please tell me, any power forward or any center that has shot a fadeaway 3 in the last however many years, not because the shot clock or buzzer is gonna go. Nobody is shooting that kind of a shot. And that's the thing. Like, that's the basketball purist in me. Or I guess you can say I'm an old head if you watch that boy's video, but I'm only 23 years old. I'm not really an old head, but I like more realistic basketball and like actual like good basketball plays. Because you don't have to do ridiculous cheese stuff to win games. You can just keep it simple, make good passes, good cuts, good fakes, and you're gonna win the game, and you're gonna get easy buckets. That's what I'm all about. I like getting easy buckets. But I don't like to cheese my way to easy buckets. I like getting them how you're supposed to get them, like as if I would in real life. None of this zigzagging behind screens. Like, if you did that in a real game, people would look at you so weird. Like, I don't know. If I saw somebody zigzagging behind a screen, and like you're playing pickup ball and like just a local gym or something like that, like, oh my god, get out of here, bro. I understand, like, if you're gonna pick, like, do a Damian Lillard or something like that, you use the pick, and then they go under, so yeah, you pull up. But I mean, if they're going over with you, then you gotta line to the basket.
Like, what is with this zigzagging stuff and hiding behind screens like that? It's kind of annoying. But I mean, yes, it is in basketball, so you can do it. But I mean, I hate it. I don't like that kind of stuff. If you're gonna use a screen how you're supposed to use a screen. Like, you can definitely fake. You can definitely think, oh yeah, I'm gonna use a screen. Nope, crossover back to the right, because I've definitely done that in games. I've definitely done that in real life. But I'm not standing behind it, zigzagging and waiting for you to continually get caught. And then once you really get caught, then I'll jump over to the other side and shoot it. And even if I do recover, I'm at your side, and it doesn't count as a contest, so you're screwed. Like, I don't know. They got to do something with the contest, because they are giving sharps and pure stretches a little bit too much right now in my mind.
Oh,
just because, like,
oh, my bad.
You just hit the screen, and especially my build, it doesn't have very high lateral quickness or speed, really. So I can't catch up enough, and if I get caught and my defender doesn't, or my teammate doesn't help me, it's easy buckets from every time. And even if I do fight through it and I do recover, like, slightly, it doesn't count as a contest, and especially on a stretch, because they're huge. And it's easy buckets for them, and it's like, well, there's literally nothing I can do except if my teammate helps me out there. But if you're running with randoms, and then sometimes people are very good pick dodgers, and it looks like, oh yeah, no, he's gonna miss that screen for sure. There's no doubt about it, he's missing that screen. So I'll just stay at my guy. I won't switch. But then you end up hitting it, because I've definitely done that a few times where I thought, oh no, this guy is really good at dodging screens. I'm gonna leave it and keep my guy, because he's a rebounder, he's taller, and if you switch or he's just gonna shoot over the guard, and it's gonna be even more cheese and a huge mismatch off the switch. So I'll be alright, I'm gonna try not to switch. I think this guy's not gonna hit the screen, so then I'll stay. But then he ends up hitting the screen because the center moves a little bit. They don't call really many moving screens in this game at all. At the start of the year, they did a little bit, but I find that the legal screens they're turned down now, I think, because I haven't seen that happen in forever. It's been a long time for that to happen. But that's basketball, I guess. So, well, I don't know. In real life, like, if you pull up in real life and you got somebody recovering like that, or you got somebody behind you, you're telling me that doesn't affect your shot? Like, maybe not physically it will, but mentally you're like, all right, this guy's like right here. What if he gets his hand up? What if he blocks me? That kind of stuff like that. Like, same thing when you're going towards the net or attacking the rim. They got a really good defender or a very tall person. You know that you're not going to be able to get a normal layup most of the time. You're going to have to adjust your shot somehow, or get the body contact first. Do some type of adjustment like that. But I guess then you can say, well, that's being contested, whereas in the stretch you're on the side and it's not contested. But still, even then, when you're on a fast break and you know you're getting tailed behind somebody that wants to get a chase down on you, you might that's in the back of your mind, and you might screw up a layup sometimes because of that. But anyways, there's 2 gameplays for you guys to enjoy. Alpha Dog is a very great badge, definitely worth grinding for. Thanks for checking out the videos. Come check out some streams. Like up the video if you enjoyed the gameplay and the content. If you're new, subscribe, and have a good day, folks.